Hello and namaste. We'll be continuing with the double integral after the detailed introduction about the double integrals. So today's session will be dealing with the evaluation of an integral. So evaluate integration from 2 to a to b dx dy upon xy. So this is the first question we have to deal with. This question seems is a very simple, and yes, it is very simple. Only the things is you need to understand one thing. Whenever we are going for a double or a multiple integrals, we have to decide which variable you are dealing with. If we are dealing with a variable x, then the integration will be dealing with the variable x and keeping other variables constant here. So we have got it here, two variables x and y. So if we are dealing with this type of integral, that is we are dealing with the x first, that means we are finding out the variable x here. So we have to keep the other variable, that is y, constant. So we have to take the integrand 1 upon xy. Out of that we can take 1 upon x over here because we are dealing with the variable x. Then it is 2 to b dx upon x. So we will be solving this as a single integral, keeping all other things aside. That means you have to just concentrate on this particular integral like a single integral, what we are doing it till now, definite integral. So what we are doing it, it's a log of x from 2 to b. Then what will happen with that? That is nothing but after putting the upper limit and the lower limit, that means we are replacing x by b and x by 2 with the minus sign in between. So log of b minus log of 2. This is now log of b up minus log of 2 is a constant because the other variable is y. So we do not have any y included in this. So we have got this as a constant. Then what will happen with this constant? This constant will be like log of b by 2. Log of b by 2 because of the property of logarithm. Log of a minus log of b is equals to log of a by b. So we have done this property here. Now looking at this particular other variables, what is happening if you observe here. So this 2 to integration from 2 to a 1 upon y dy. So now we are dealing with this particular integral. So if you observe here, we'll be dealing this again. So that means what, after solving first one integral which is with respect to only one variable and keeping other things constant, we can go ahead with the same thing again and you'll be observing the same answer here. So it's 2 to a 1 upon y dy, which is nothing but log of y. So 1 upon y, the integration is log of y from 2 to a, and then it's again log of a minus log of b, log of 2, which is nothing but log of b by 2 into log of a by 2. So this is what is the answer, we have got it from this. So if you'll observe here, the finding out the double integrals is nothing but to find out the single integral, keeping the other variable constant whenever you are dealing with one variable. So now if you'll observe here, the one thing I did not explain you, now let me just do that here. So integral, if you'll observe, it's 2 to a integration from 2 to b. So if you'll observe here, 1, 2, 3, 4, upper limit and the lower limit, both the numbers are a constant, or you can say the functions are constant over here. That means both the limits are constants and integrand function, that is 1 upon xy, explicit in x and y. What do you mean by explicit? That means what is 1 upon xy we can write down as 1 upon x into 1 upon y. That means what, we can separate it out very simple or very easily. It's known as explicit function. The integral can be written as. So therefore, we will be dealing here with the alternate method or alternate approach over here, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all four variables as a constant. It will be possible only if we have a constant in the integrals. So it's a simple, that means what, we are just finding out product of two integrals which is with a single integral. So this is nothing but, if you observe here, just take a quick look, you will understand that this type of answer you will be getting an answer for both the cases, they are same. Very, very simple integrals. So then the next is evaluate integration from 0 to 1, integration from 0 to square root of 1 plus x square. Now if you observe here, in this case, this particular this upper limit is depending upon the x variable. That means what, we have got two variables x and y. So first question is, what are the variables of the integration? Integration variables are x and y. Out of that, which variable is absent in this particular inner integral? So if the absent is y, because x is clearly you can see in the function. So this inner integral is for y. Outer is obviously for x, because we have got only two variables. So accordingly we need to find out the integral. That means we will be solving the inner integral first, which is with respect to y. So we have to do it with respect to y. So if we will observe here, so this 1 plus x square. So 1 plus x square will be a constant for our case, because we are dealing with the y here. We are dealing with the y. So it's a squared plus y square. And we know that the integration of 1 upon a square plus x square dx is 1 upon a tan inverse of x by a. The same thing we have done it here. So what is a over here? In this case, if you will observe here, a is nothing but 1 upon square root of 1 plus x square. This is what is the value of a in the this particular case. So a square plus y square. So it's 1 upon a, because we cannot take this 1 upon a outside this 0 to 1, because we have to still deal with the x variable. So this 1 upon square root of 1 plus x square will be into tan inverse of y upon this. Again, it will be putting the upper limit and the lower limit. Will be whenever we will be replacing y by this square root of 1 plus x square, will be getting tan inverse of 1. Minus whenever we will be putting this y is equals to 0, at that time we will be getting tan inverse of 0. And we know that this is very simple for us to go ahead, that tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4 and tan inverse of 0 will be going to get it as 0. And therefore we have got this again. Here the pi by 4 is out because it's a constant. So integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square, square root of x square is log of x plus square root of 1 plus x square. It's again a standard result of the integral. So we are just putting that the result over here, and we'll get the answer is this way. Very simple integrals. We have to deal with one variable at one time, keeping the other variable as constant. Very simple rule as that of the partial differentiation, what we have done. Okay, the next question is, if you observe here, purposely I am taking the different type of approaches so that you will understand it better, the evaluation part. Because if you will understand the evaluation part, then the next topic or next concept will be the concept of a strip, wherein you have to deal with the concept of a strip and then you have to just evaluate. So evaluation part I am taking little bit of more time over here. So again, keep the variables are x and y. These are the two variables. If these two are the variables, see, look at the first inner integral. Inner integral, the variable y is explicitly seen over here in this limits. And therefore, this particular limit is for x is equals to, If the inner integral is for x, obviously the outer integral is for y, and we'll be dealing with the inner integral first. That is, we'll be dealing with this type of question, this type of you can say the approach over here. So now in this case, whenever we are dealing here with respect to x, at that time we'll be clubbing this. So 1 minus y squared, we can club it as one of the constants. So we can easily deal with that. We know that integration of 1 upon square root of a square minus x square dx is sine inverse of x by a. Sine inverse of x by a. And there is one more number, that is a plus c, that is a constant of integration, but we are not considering here because we are dealing here with the double integral. So we are just using this formula. Otherwise, if you just look at this particular formula as a formula, there is one more term present always in the formula, that is a plus, that is a constant of integration. We are not considering here as a constant of integration. And therefore, what is a over here? Over here is 0 to 1. So it's a sine inverse of x by a. So a is nothing but square root of 1 minus y square is the a over here. So 0 to 1 sine inverse of x upon square root of 1 minus y square, integral from 0 to square root of 1 minus y square by 2. If we'll put the value of x in this particular, so keeping the value of x is equals to square root of 1 minus y square by 2 minus, then put the value of x is equals to 0, we'll be getting sine inverse of 0. So sine inverse of 1 upon square root of 2 would be the upper limit over here, and therefore we have got it here. If you observe here, we have got sine inverse of 1 upon square root of 2 is nothing but pi by 4, and therefore we have just left it this particular. So pi by 4 is a constant, it will come out of this bracket. Sine inverse of 0 will be having the 0, and therefore we'll be having this here nothing but like this. So pi by 4 integration 0 to 1 times dy, and 1 is nothing but y. The integration of 1 with respect to y would be y. So 0 to 1, and we'll get the answer as pi by 4 for this particular integral. Similarly, I'm just wanted to deal with this particular question along with the sketching of the region of integration. So evaluation, along with the evaluation part, will be sketching the region. How to sketch the region, that I just wanted to explain you over here. Again, my first question is, what are the variables given to us? Variables are x and y. They are the two variables given. Look at the innermost integral. Which variable is absent? Y is absent, so y is equals to over here. That means the inner integral is for y. Obviously, the outer would be for x is equals to. That means what we have got here, the inner integral is for y, outer integral is for you can say x. That means if you wanted to just check this out, that means here y will move from 0 to square root of x, and x is moving for this particular region as 1 to 4. So these are the, you can say, the limits for this particular region we need to identify as. That means we have to first deal with this particular integral, and then if you observe y is equals to 0 to square root of x. So y is equals to 0. Y is equals to 0, that is nothing but the x-axis. That is y is equals to 0 is the x-axis. Till square root of x. That means what? Y is equals to square root of x. That means nothing but y square is equals to x. Y square is equals to x is a parabola which is symmetric to x-axis. So this is nothing but a parabola. You can say, yeah, I've written here y square is equals to y square is equals to x is the parabola over here, and therefore we have got this particular y is equals to 0, y square equals to x as the another curve we have drawn. Then x is equals to 1. X is equals to 1 is this line. So this is the line, okay, I have given already. X is equals to 1 is this line, and then x is equals to 4 is this particular line. So we have to deal with the regions, this 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. 1, 2, 3, 4 regions are a common region out of that. But while taking or while considering the region over here, we need to understand one thing, that we have to consider this particular region whenever because the inner integral is for y. That means what? We need to consider a strip parallel to y-axis. Please do follow the previous session wherein I have explained what is this, the method 1 and method 2. So this is nothing but out of that we are just dealing with how we have to identify the region using the concept of strip, when we have to deal with the strip parallel to y-axis, strip parallel to x-axis, because innermost integral having the y over here, that is the limit is for y for this particular integral. That's the reason we need to consider a strip parallel to y-axis. Now while putting this strip parallel to y-axis, the lower end of this strip lying on the line y is equals to 0, which is a x-axis, and the upper end is on the parabola y is equals to x square. So if you observe here, it's nothing but y square is equals to x is the parabola over here. That is what we are just dealing with. That means what? This particular region. And then what is the limit for the x? X is moving from 1 to 4. So this is what is the restriction for our region, that this region will be from x is equals to 1 till x is equals to 4. So the region would be somewhere here. But the lower end of this strip is lying on this particular y is equals to 0, and that's the reason this lowermost area is not possible, or we cannot consider this lowermost area or otherwise the area which is lying in the negative x-axis, the lower part of the x-axis, or you can say the negative part of the y-axis, we cannot consider because of the limit for the y as well as limit for the x. So this is what we need to understand, how to trace the region, how to find the region and then evaluate. And the evaluation part is very simple, because we do not have to do anything with this evaluation part, we have to just evaluate. Now this is like 0 to square root of x, which is for y, and therefore this 3 by 2 will be out from here, and we'll be just dealing with e to the power y upon square root of x with respect to y, which is equals to 3 by 2. Integration from 1 to 4, 3 by 2 into e to the power y upon square root of x upon 1 upon square root of x, which is from 0 to square root of x dx. And therefore, this nothing but is equals to 3 by 2 square root of x e to the power 4 upon square root of x, which is again the same thing what we have done it till now. It's the same thing what we have done it, right? Because it's a very simple integral we have to just deal with. So this 3 by 2 e minus 1, integration from 1 to 4 square root of x dx, which is 3 by 2 e minus 1, which is x to the power, because we have to deal with with respect to x variable. So this is square root of x, that means x to the power 1 by 2 plus 1, that is x to the power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Again limit is from 1 to 4, and we'll be getting this answer like this. Yeah, I'll just show. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the steps here. Yeah, and this is what is the answer as 7 into e minus 1 as the answer for this particular sketching. We did not do anything here. We did not change the order of integration. We have just identified the region using just the sketching of the integral. Yeah, and this is the self-observation slide wherein 1, 2, 3 questions for the evaluation part of the integrals along with the answers are given. Please do solve this equation, go back, just go for the evaluation part. If you solve these many questions in a proper way, definitely evaluation part, and hence the double integral part would not be difficult for you. Please do start for any concept, learning for any concept from the beginning. follow the previous session wherein I have explained you how to go about and the you can say the introduction of the double integral. This is the second session and this is for the evaluation. The upcoming sessions, please stay tuned, stay connected for the upcoming sessions. Thank you so much. Happy learning.